Taki with the Blue Futon, and we are reviewing Parasite, a Korean movie that came to the US that's making pretty good waves with the box office. So, what is it about? It's about low class, high class in South Korea. One of the low class guys has a friend who is in college and is actually tutoring one of the high class girls, and he says, I'm going to abroad. I need you to help me and stay with his family because when I come back, etc., etc. So the guy goes and tutors this girl and realizes he could bring in his sister. Then realizes he could bring in his dad, and then he realizes he could bring him to this mom. So basically, this family is kind of working for this one family that's in high society while they are still kind of living in the dumps of South Korea. But of course, chaos ensues. If you know this director who did The Host, Snowpiercer, and other movies kind of on that level there. I know he did one more. Mother is another one that he did. So what I like about this movie, it is a fantastic looking movie, has great effects, great acting, great story, great writing. I love how he actually shows the angles in this movie, like all the bad stuff that happens at the very end and kind of in the middle half. Very great angles of how you see a ghost and how everything's portrayed and how everything is done. There's a kind of a funny sex scene as well that's kind of filmed interesting with a lot of people involved. And like I said, everyone knows their part in this movie and they know how to play it well. There are a couple of scenes though that you're just kind of confused with. Like there is one like movie still where it's actually like the rich family talking to each other, like he's whispering to her ear. And I was a little confused about that kind of back storyline, but they kind of pushed it off. And also, there's very like a lot of his movies, it gives you a twist and turn. And I said I'd give you a review after I did the first reaction 24 hours. I had to sit on this one because there's two main things that I still don't know if I could say I like it or not. Number one is this because, like I said, the other family comes in and talks to him, and of course, some people have to get fired because of it. Well, I'll just say one thing: there's no likable characters in this movie, and I think that's a good thing because when stuff happens at the very end, you kind of are like, okay, they all deserve it because they do some nasty stuff to get in this house, and what they are actually willing to do to stay in the house as well. But also, you say that because they do it to one person, but then the director, he totally switches on you like, you felt sorry for this person, but should you have felt sorry for this person? Then you feel sorry for this person, but should you feel sorry for this person? So he switches your emotions as well pretty good. But there's one twist with a moving book case, that's all I'll say. I wish it went in a different direction. I understand why he did it, but I think it would have been more interesting if it was more of like something else. I really can't say without spoiling. I wish that did something. In the very end, I don't know. I'm still debating if I like how he decided to end this movie about what happens. Also, I mean, I can't go into spoilers, but there's something that happens to one character that he gets hit in the head twice. That's all I'll say. He gets hit in the head twice. And I don't know if that outcome of what happens to this character is really truthful to what happened because, man, if that happened in real life, I'm pretty sure, oof, it's hard to explain without spoilers, but I know a lot of critics, of course, has been panning this as like won a lot of like best film at the Palme de France or whatever it's called, something in Europe. But people are saying the best film of the decade. I don't think it's the best film of the decade. It's the best film of the year. Maybe it's going to be in my top 10 for sure of how I like the movie because, like I said, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, this is a anti-capitalist satire." I would have to disagree with that aspect. This is basically people just trying to survive. There's nothing really anti-capitalist in this movie. There's just some rich people and some poor people, and they're all trying to survive. I mean, that's to me what the moral of the story is. And parasites, everyone's a parasite. That's how I'm seeing it. Doesn't matter who you are, what level of society. Everyone is a parasite in their own little world, if you want to put it that way. Or they're willing to do stuff. Anyone's willing to do stuff to survive. And that's why I understand what this movie is actually about. But I could be completely wrong. But Parasite, great directing, great acting, great story, great just feel of the movie. Everything's great about this movie except maybe a couple story decisions. Like when I say the writing is great and the story of the social commentary is great, but little nitpicks in the story that you're like I said, a secret bookcase and getting hit in the head twice are the one things where I was like, I don't know if I like those actual final outcomes. But Parasite will receive a 4.5 out of 5 with Futons, which equals that 90%. So let's see the critics' news scores gave this film. So Parasite for the critics a 99% with 264 of them. Critics a 93% with 865, and here's critic consensus. An urgent, brilliantly layered look at a timely social themes. Parasite finds writer-director Bong Joon-ho in near total command of his craft. I'll have to agree, except one word, urgent. I mean, what is that supposed to mean that it's an urgent thing to talk about? I mean, I guess that's a weird thing, but that's nothing with the movie. That's with Rotten Tomatoes saying their stuff. I did get their book of like Rotten Movies We Love. It actually has some good stuff in it. But yeah, it's a great movie. I recommend seeing if it's in the theater near you. I think it's only in 500 screens right now in the world, or sorry, in the U.S. It finally hit $100 million worldwide. I'm pretty sure a lot of that money is going to be from South Korea. But yeah, Parasite. Have you seen it? Did you like it? Do you agree with the 99, 93, or 90? Chase like the Blue Futon, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what things Blue Futon and Toby, you Blue Futonians. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And this daylight savings time is killing the lighting of my naturalness. Because it's like, what is it? It's 3 o'clock. There's like no sun. What?